YouTube, it's me, Bergie, and I'm here with my 2020 goals video. Now this is going to encompass reading goals, YouTube channel goals, and other personal goals. But first and foremost, this is probably the first video I'm going to be posting out of the series of videos that I'm filming over the next couple of weeks. So hello, you probably don't remember me because I haven't been posting at all since March of 2019, so it's been a while. So you can expect a whole bunch of catch-up videos for all of the reading wrap-ups that I've basically read for the months of 2019 from April up into and including December, plus all of my 2019 end of year videos, plus my 2020 beginning of year videos, because I am a completionist and a little OCD, so I need to make sure I have all of those videos posted, because otherwise I would just feel very anxious about not having all of that up, even though it probably doesn't matter at all. But anyway, I'm back, hopefully, and I'll kind of talk about that more in my YouTube channel kind of goals. But anyway, let's get into my goals for 2020, starting with my reading goals. First up, I plan on reading 100 books. So this is my legit Goodreads goal. Previously, I've kept it at, I think, around 50 because I knew I would definitely achieve that. But my kind of unstated goal for the past couple of years was trying to get to 100. Now, last year in 2019, in around November, I was really gunning to reach 100 books, and I actually changed my Goodreads goal for 2019 to 100, but sadly I did not reach it. But this year I am not in school anymore, so I don't have to worry about school readings, which I didn't count in my Goodreads reading goals before, or reading challenge I guess before. So I don't have to worry about any articles or books that I have to do for class because I am graduated, and also because I don't have a real full-time job at the moment. I've been reading a lot, so it looks like I'm on track to reach 100 books for this year. Knock on wood, because there is going to be a year where I read 100 books. It's gonna happen, and I think 2020 is that year. Now, alongside that, I would like to read 3,500 pages. Last year, again, kind of a spoiler for my 2019 statistics video, which I plan on filming, I read over 30,000 pages, which was my goal. And so I figured, since I'm upping the number of books by about 30-ish, I think I should be able to read an extra 500 pages. Obviously, if I can read more than that, that would be amazing, but I'm trying to keep this goal a little more reasonable and definitely more achievable than the 100 books. Although, again, I'm going to be reading 100 books this year. It's gonna happen. Now, onto more genre-specific goals. I would like to read 3 classics, 3 Greek classics, 3 dystopians, 3 self-help books, 3 Agatha Christie novels, and 3 Stephen King novels. I chose 3 because 3 is my favorite number, and I was going to do 4 originally because that divides into 20 very easily, but then I was like, nah, let's do 3. Let's keep it at 3 because that's a little bit more achievable. That's basically one of each of these genres every 4 months, which I feel like is really doable, especially because I have, 6 different like genre related goals or author related goals that I would like to keep an eye on. Now for these, I do plan on making a series of separate videos detailing the specific books that I would like to include in these genre specific goals, so you can keep your eye out for that sometime soon. I'm definitely going to be grouping them together because otherwise it would be like 2-minute videos for each, but I don't know, maybe that would be a better way to go about it, so that way I can get them out quicker. But anyway, those are my more genre specific goals. I also have some series related goals. I would like to finish 3 series, start 3 series, and make progress on 3 series. Again, I chose 3 because 1, it's my favorite number, and 2, it seems a lot more practical and doable to me. So again, with those, I'll make a video that specifically details the series that I would like to use for each of these kind of points. And I also hopefully plan on posting a series of videos detailing the series I have already completed, the series that I plan on continuing and finishing, the ones that I don't plan on finishing or continuing, and then the ones I would like to start. So you can expect that sometime. That would probably be later, probably around February, but you can expect it in the future if I keep up with all of my video goals. But anyway, I'll get to that in a little bit. My last reading related goal is to keep my reading spreadsheet up to date. Starting last year, I did create my own Google sheet for tracking my reading, and I didn't keep up with it at all. I did have to do like a lot of catching up at the end of the year to include all of the books I read from the last time I had updated it, and I feel like it would be so much easier if I just kept on top of that right when I finish a new book. And as I've been going in January and completing books, I have been updating it after each time, and it's been so much easier. So I hope I can continue with that, because I just stressing about updating it at the end of the month or even like after a couple of months, it's just it's anxious. It makes me anxious. So those are basically all of my reading goals. Now for YouTube, which I really hope I can achieve them this year, because I've been such a shitty booktuber. I have been awful. I've been doing this since 2014 or 2015, so I've been on there for like 5-6 years, and my number of uploads and my number of subscribers do not attest to that, and I kind of want to make that better. Now, I don't have any set uploading number or like subscriber count number that I want to reach by the end of the year, because I feel like having a number goal is just gonna make me go crazy, and that is not the goal for this. My whole YouTube channel is not about numbers. I mean, most people say that it's not about the numbers, it's about reaching the people and having a community, and I mean, that's how I want it to be. I don't care if I stay at 86. Well, I'm not even there. I think I have 82 still, unless people have unsubscribed, which, hey, I don't blame you, because I haven't been making any content. But anyway, I don't care if I stay under 100 subscribers. I just want there to be more engagement, because the reason why I made this channel in the first place is because I wanted to talk to people about books, because I don't really get to do that in my life, and definitely not as much anymore, because at my old job, when I was working in the library at my master's program, I was talking about books all the time and I loved it, but now I'm no longer working there because I have graduated, so that is just going to be something I desperately miss, because it was so much fun talking to my coworkers about books. So I'm hoping that this would kind of fill in that gap. But yeah, I don't care about the specific numbers. I want there to be more engagement. That's what I care about. And yes, that kind of comes about because of the number of subscribers you have, but I don't have a goal of a subscriber count that I have. I just want to talk to people about books. I do want to post more regularly. Again, I don't have a set number of videos or uploads I want to do each week or something like that. I just want to make sure I at least get out one video a month. That's very like a low bar, but obviously I haven't been meeting that every month like last year. So I want to make it again something achievable. So I want to at least post one video each month for the entire year. I want to make it an entire year of uploading videos and not just like sporadically. I want there to be some kind of structure, even if it's just once a month, like I said. That being said, it would be amazing if I could post at least once a week, so that way there is consistency that keeps me in the swing of things, because in the beginning of last year, when I was making sure to post once a week, that kept me in the groove, that kept me focused, and I was able to do it for a long period of time. Then I fell off it, but I stuck with it for a longer period of time than I think I ever did. So I want to continue doing that. If I can get myself into some kind of schedule where I am posting or making sure to post once a week, that would be amazing. So that I'm hoping for that, but again, minimum once a month consistently for an entire year. Now, that being said, I want to try to get all my backlist videos that I kind of mentioned earlier in this video, like my wrap-ups for 2019 each month, my end of 2019 statistics and all of those kinds of videos, plus all of my beginning of 2020 related videos, I want to get them all up by the end of February. So I am giving myself quite a bit of leeway because most people have that posted by the second week of January, and I'll be much later than that. But again, this is more for a personal thing. If I don't post that stuff from last year, I just feel like there's an imbalance in the world, or at least in my channel, for myself because I like chronology and that kind of stuff, and I want it to fit and be complete. So that's just something I hope to do. And then I feel like those videos are a lot easier to plan and for the most part to film, so that'll get me back into the swing of making videos. Now once all of that catching up is done, hopefully by the end of February, if not sooner, there are some series of videos that I would like to start posting, and that could be expected for me each month, which would then make my planning a lot easier because I have a set thing that I can turn to if I don't have an idea. But those are series reviews for one. I loved making my Farseer trilogy non-spoiler series review, and I would love to continue doing that for other series that I have completed or will be completing in this year, especially because one of my goals is to finish 3 series. For each of those series, I would love, absolutely love to have a separate, my own video detailing a review for those series in a non-spoiler thing that is relatively short but still gives enough information. So that is something I would love to do. I have a handful of series from last year that I could do that with easily, and yeah, I really want to do that because, like I said, I really enjoyed doing the one for the Farseer trilogy. Also, I want to do more in-depth reviews on singular books. This I haven't really done as much thought on, but because I love the series reviews, I figured I would like doing more singular book reviews. We'll see. I feel like with series, well, one, because I read more series, I don't want to just talk about one of them. I want to talk about the whole series as an entity. So we'll see if that one actually happens. That one I'm not as pressuring myself to do as for the series reviews. I really want to focus on that, and if I can do more singular reviews, then that would be awesome, but I'm not going to hold myself too rigorously to that. I also want to finally just get started on my dystopian series. I have been promising this since I started BookTube in 2014, I feel like. Probably not, because I think I started wanting to do it when I was doing my dissertation, so probably around 2016, 2017, but it's still been a long time since then, so I really need to get my shit together and make those videos. I think part of the reason why I haven't started it is because I want to make it perfect, and I don't have all my notes or what I want to say, and I think I just need to let that go and just start making the videos, because for one, I don't think anyone is as obsessed with dystopian literature as I am, especially because it's 2020 and I feel like the dystopian hype train was all in 2012, which I am very late to that party. But I don't know, dystopian literature is something that I feel very passionate about, so I would like to get started and actually work on my dystopian series. I feel like I might start at an easier spot than what I had wanted to do. I wanted to do a whole like informative video defining dystopian and that kind of stuff and how it is received and that kind of stuff, and more like info-based or like literary analysis in nature. But I think I need to start somewhere a little simpler, and I think the best way to do that is, I've had this idea to kind of compare it or like state it simply by using the 21 Pilots Trench trilogy videos, because that captures the essence of dystopians perfectly, and I have a lot to talk about with those, even though those videos are now over 2 years old. I think it could still be useful to talk about, and I mean, I know there's a lot of 21 Pilots fans on the internet, so they might want to know how it relates to dystopian literature. But yeah, so I think that might be a great starting place with that, but again, that won't be until after I finish all of my catch-up for end of 2019 and beginning of 2020. But that is something that I absolutely need to start, or else I'm never gonna do it. And I want to do it, I really do, but I just need to start it. My last video kind of goal is to start talking about movies and music and TV shows a little bit more, because those are aspects of my life that I really enjoy as well, and I don't really get to talk about those as much, and I'm not really good at talking about my feelings on those medias as much as I am with books. So I would like to start discussing that. These things, like talking about movies, TV shows, and music, I'm not gonna put too much stress on until I get back into the swing of things of talking about books, because that'll definitely be my priority. But then once I get into a good groove with that, adding maybe a movie wrap up or a TV show thoughts, or like my top 20 songs ever, would be fun to do. And with that, if I get really ambitious, I would like to do something about fashion, because I love clothes and shoes. And I'm obsessed with like fashion YouTube. So if I can dip my toes into that too, that would be fine. But again, my first priority is everything bookish related. Then comes the movies, TV shows, and music. And then if I feel like it or I'm up to it, I'll do some kind of fashion related stuff. But yeah. So those are all of my YouTube goals. Let's see if I can actually stick to them. I really hope I can, because like I said, I want to get back into YouTube. I want to be consistent. I want to be able to talk to people about books and fangirl about books with people, because I'm not really getting that as much now in my life. Now finally, some other personal goals. Top of the list is to learn Greek. I've been trying to teach myself Greek for the past, well, really my whole life. I've wanted to learn Greek and it just hasn't happened. And then I tried to get serious about it last summer, but because I was so busy, I didn't have time to really study Greek. So now that I'm finished with my coursework and I don't have a full-time job, I'm hoping I can teach myself Greek. I have this series of books that teaches you essential things about Greek, then it's more intermediary, and then expert level, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to complete all of those workbook stuff by the end of the year. Ideally, I wanted to get farther along, but I just have not been having the greatest time in the beginning of this year, to be honest, that I haven't really stuck to that schedule. So I need to reassess everything, and I need to start practicing, because I need to learn Greek. Not only for like professional stuff, because I would love to work with ancient Greek artifacts, specifically ceramics, which might have like different inscriptions in Greek. So I would like to have at least the knowledge of the letters, because let me tell you, I know what the letters look like, but sometimes when I'm trying to read it, I just confuse myself, and I would like to get to a place where I'm not doubting myself with the letters at the very least, but also because I would love to be able to talk with my yaya, which means grandma in Greek. That's about one of the only words I know in Greek that I have known my entire life, but also just like my family members in general. Like my mom speaks Greek, and I would like to have conversations, or be able to have conversations with her in Greek. And I mean, mostly it's to be able to communicate better with my yaya, but I'm not living with her at this moment, so it's not as crucial. I really wanted to have it down by the fall of 2019, because I was going back to live with her, but that did not happen. So it's still something I want to do, so I'm hoping I'll be able to do it in 2020. I also want to update and consistently post on my website. I'll link my website down below. It has a lot of bookish related things, and then on the other side it has professional and academic stuff. With this, I've been okay with, in terms of updating it, I've been able to get all of my academic information that I want up onto that website. I mean, there's still some stuff I need to add on, but for the most part, I'm really proud with how that stuff has turned out. But I would like to be posting more often, and with that part, I would like to be posting like book reviews and pretty much a lot of the same stuff that I'm talking about on my YouTube channel, but written out just as like a keepsake, I guess, and just to have more detailed information. So yeah, I would like to do that for my website. I need to apply to more jobs and not get discouraged. Now this is something that right now I'm having some issues wrapping my head around, because I've had to take a retail job, which I know I'm a snob for being kind of about a retail job, but at this moment I just need money. I hate that I just need money, but this is a world we live in where we all need money. So I need to be able to, one, work at that retail job and not be a total ass about it, and two, I need to at the same time still be looking for other jobs and applying to ones in the fields that I would rather be working in. A lot of the ones that I've been applying to are at like really reach institutions and that kind of stuff, and I really need to lower my expectations. Even though I also need to recognize the skills and the experiences that I have had that make me qualified for a lot of positions, I also need to realize that there are a lot of competitive institutions that I'm applying at and that I might not be the best candidate for. I'm not going to stop applying to them, but I need to also apply to more smaller institutions that would be more likely to accept me. So I need to keep that in mind and not to be discouraged, even though job searching fucking sucks a lot. And it takes so long. I was talking to one of my friends who graduated alongside me. Oh geez, my hair is not good today, please ignore that. I was talking to one of my friends and we were both like, yeah, people expect you to get a job like that, but it really takes you 3 months to even get a job. Even if you've applied to it in 1 month, it takes another 2 months to actually get that job. So I need to come to terms with the fact that I'm not gonna get a job right away and that I need to be patient. Even though I am very impatient, I need to be more realistic in my mindset. Going along with that, I would like to beef up my professional development skills. In the meantime, while I am waiting to hear back from my job listings or the jobs that I've been applying to, one, this will be done now through my retail job because I'll get more customer service skills, which is very useful to have for any job really, because you get to learn how to interact with people in different situations. And I'm sure there are other skills that I'm just not thinking about right now. But I'd also like to do maybe some online classes or teaching myself how to use different software systems or something like that. I mean, even just learning Greek will add to that, because I would love ideally to work with Greek artifacts. So that'll just help me out. I know there have been some like digs that I've been wanting to do in Greece, and even though those are not paid positions, I really need to think about them, because it would be a stepping stone for what I would ideally love to do in my life, and having those skills and that on my resume would be amazing. And also I would just love it experience-wise. It would just be a fun thing to do. Now, my final thing is something that I've already sucked at, but my final goal is to make this decade mine and be happy and strong. Now, there have been a lot of things in the past 4 years that have kind of knocked me down a lot, and is pretty much some of the reason why I haven't been filming, because I've just been in the most shitty, depressive moods ever, and kind of still in it. And honestly, I probably will be going back and forth like in it, because my life is a fucking roller coaster. Sorry for the cursing. I don't really curse that much, but again, I'm in a bad mood still, and that happens. When I'm in a bad mood, I curse more. But anyway, I need to figure out how to be happy and how to be strong, despite all of the shitty things that have been happening. And I'll kind of talk about it in an update video that I have been planning since October, which I do plan on posting, because a lot of it is still relevant now. I might add a little bit to it, but yeah, so I do plan on making an update video, but yeah, I just need to figure out how to be happy and strong. For my sake, for my family's sake, for just life's sake, because I want to make a difference in this world. Me being depressed and in a bad mood all the time is not going to help achieve that. It's not going to make someone's day or anything like that. It's going to make people not want to hang out with me and not want to be around me. And I've realized, even though I am an introvert and I do like my alone time, I would like friends. I would like to be able to go out and hang out with people. And yeah, no one likes to hang around a whiny bitch, so I need to snap out of this. Not snap out of it, but I need to manage my feelings and thoughts a lot better, even though a lot of the reasons behind this depressive, shitty mood is out of my control. I need to get a better mindset, and that's kind of why I put the read 3 self-help books on this list, because I need to get out of this just bad time. I need to pull myself out of this well and move on with my life, even though it sucks. But yeah, those are all of my 2020 goals. Please let me know what your goals are. Maybe we can help each other along our goals to achieve them. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video I post. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.